Trump says Ukraine can win back all territory from Russia.
State leader urges U.S. businesses to grasp cooperation opportunities in Vietnam.
Inauguration of the Lo-Dongguan, China International Container Shipping Route.
Hello, it's me again, Hoàng Yến, and here we go, the first half of the show. After meeting with President Volodymyr Zelensky on sidelines of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, U.S. President Donald Trump says he believes Ukraine could win back all of the territory Russia has captured since its invasion more than 3 years ago.
In a post on the Truth Social after meeting with the President of Ukraine, Trump wrote, "I think Ukraine, with support from the European Union, EU, is in a position to fight and win, and bring all of Ukraine back to its original territory." Trump said he made the above assessment after learning about the military and economic situation of Russia and Ukraine, saying that Moscow is suffering economic difficulties. Trump's latest move appears to mark a clear reversal in the Trump administration's policy and his previous statements about the Ukrainian territories currently under the control of the Russian Federation.
Vietnamese President Lo-Dongguan recently attended a discussion with leading U.S. businesses as part of his U.S. trip for the 80th United Nations General Assembly high-level debate and bilateral activities.
At the discussion, President Lo-Dongguan highlighted Vietnam's economic development achievements after nearly 40 years of renewal. From an inefficient economy to one of the 32 leading economies in the world. U.S. businesses expressed admiration for Vietnam's remarkable socio-economic progress and reaffirmed their commitment to expanding investment and cooperation in the country. To realize the goal of becoming a high-income developed country by 2045, Vietnam is making efforts to reform institutions, improve the quality of human resources, build infrastructure, and improve the transparent and open business environment. President Lo-Dongguan called on the U.S. business community to expand larger-scale and deeper investments in Vietnam and pledged to create the most favorable conditions for investors to confidently choose Vietnam as a long-term destination.
Meanwhile, U.S. Federal Reserve Chief Jerome Powell warned Tuesday that slashing interest rates too quickly could allow inflation to remain elevated, but stressed that the central bank faces dual challenges moving forward.
The U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman believes that there is no absolutely safe path in current monetary policymaking. He warned that if the Fed cuts interest rates too sharply, efforts to bring inflation back to the 2% target threshold could be disrupted, forcing the central bank to reverse policy later. Conversely, if interest rates are maintained at high levels for too long, the risk of unnecessary weakening of the labor market will also increase. The warning came just days after the Fed made its first interest rate cut of the year, cutting it by 25 basis points to a range of 4.0 to 4.25%. This was a move that analysts had predicted, in the context of the U.S. economy showing signs of cooling in job growth, while inflation remained higher than the long-term target.
Upcoming are some updated news.
According to statistics from the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam, total passenger and cargo transport output both grew strongly, creating solid momentum for the end of the year. In the first 9 months, the total transport output of the Vietnamese aviation market is estimated to reach over 64 million passengers, up nearly 11% over the same period last year. Cargo output also recorded impressive growth, reaching over 1 million tons, up nearly 19%. The main driving force behind this growth comes from the international market. International passenger transport reached over 35 million, up more than 13%, while international cargo transport also increased by nearly 23%, reaching over 946,000 tons.
In the list published by the renowned British travel magazine Time Out, Hanoi secured 5th place. The Vietnamese capital was described as having a uniquely distinct autumn compared to other destinations in the region. Because Hanoi has a very unique autumn, completely different from other destinations in the region. If Nami Island captivates visitors with its bright yellow ginkgo trees, or Kyoto is famous for its crimson maple forest, then Hanoi's autumn is a combination of natural beauty and unique cultural space.
This morning, September 24th, after entering the sea area south of Guangdong Province, China, the super typhoon has reduced its intensity to level 15, no longer a super typhoon. It is forecasted that when it makes landfall in Quang Ninh, Haiphong at noon on September 25th, the storm will still be level 9, gusting to level 11. From tonight, the north will start to have storms and rain. The Meteorological Agency issued a level 3 natural disaster risk in the northeast. From early morning tomorrow, September 25th, the coastal areas of Quang Ninh to Ninh Binh will have winds gradually increasing to level 6 to 7. The area near the storm center will be level 8 to 9. Gusting to level 11, this is the wind intensity that can cause trees to fall and roofs to be blown off. The inland areas of the northeast will have strong winds of level 5. In some places level 6. Gusting to level 7 to 8. From tonight, September 24th, to the end of the night, September 26th, the northern region, Thanh Hóa and Nghệ An will have heavy to very heavy rain.
On September 24th at Culo Port, a ceremony was held to inaugurate the Culo Vietnam Dongguan China international container shipping route operated by Dongguan Yongchen Kayun Shipping. More in the story today.
The launch of the Lo-Dongguan China International Container Route is not only the result of collaborative efforts between Nghệ An Port and shipping line YCKY, but also a strategic step in transforming Lo into a key transshipment hub for the region. This morning, the port welcomed the first vessel, Xin Yuan 237, with a cargo capacity of over 6.600 tons.
As a representative of the workers, I am very excited to have received the ship. We are committed to safely loading and unloading the goods.
The Lo-Dongguan International Container Route is expected to create a breakthrough for direct import-export activities from Nghệ An, Ha Tin, and neighboring provinces to China and vice versa. This will help reduce logistics costs, shorten shipping times, and enhance the competitiveness of local businesses.
According to the port, this is the beginning of a new journey of international integration to reach out to the Sea of Vietnamese Maritime. This company has a schedule of 1 trip per week. Our decision to open a route from China to Vietnam isn't just about reaching a port. In the future, this will create a logistics flow from Vietnam to Laos, which will benefit Vietnam by reducing transportation logistics costs.
The international container shipping route between Lo and Dongguan, China, which opened this morning, is seen as a significant milestone. It will strengthen trade connections and maritime cooperation, while also creating favorable conditions for the export community, optimizing logistics costs, and improving the competitiveness of Vietnamese goods. Instead of having to transship through other ports, goods can now travel directly from Dongguan to Lo Port and vice versa.
The last story is ended our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.